Are you sure about that?
Hello, fishies. Shattered, congratulations on redeeming first in chat. We are going to try something new today. Not that, you guys needed anything different than what happened earlier. Hi, Akira. Hello, German guy. Welcome to everyone who's joining us. We're trying something new today. We tried something earlier. We did. All you gotta do is, would any admin or mod care to give me the subby role? In order to get the subscriber role, you have to connect your Discord with your Twitch. You'll find that on Discord. Hi, GNAP. Yes, we are alive. For now. For now, we're alive. I need to adjust a setting in my microphone, in my ears. Okay. And then I need to go over here and adjust this. Okay, I think we should be good. Hello, Hadakin. Hello, Chris. Hello, Shattered. Hello, ASMR Mans. Hello, Akira. Hello, GNAP. Hello, German guy. Hello, blah blah. Hello, Yamin. Hello from Sweden. Well, hello. It is great to see you. It's quite late in Sweden, isn't it? Are you doing ASMR? Yes, we will be. Love the ambiance and the music. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. Do you play Roblox? No, I don't. Did you wrestle through men to get your battery? Perhaps, maybe. I'm dying soon. I'm on the menu. You're not on the menu. We got Swedish fish. Yes, we do have Swedish fish. Who's Swedish in chat? We have a YouTube chatter who is from Sweden. Hi, Melody. Are you a queen so you can be mine? Oh, that's cute. Did someone say cannibalism? No, absolutely not. It is almost 12:30 at night. I'm from Sweden. Oh, we've got a TikTok chatter who's from Sweden as well. Hello from Germany. Well, I couldn't tell by your username that you were from Germany. Are we eating each other again? No. There is no cannibalism allowed here. I did order dinner, so at some point I will have to step away to go get food, and I will consume sustenance while I am on stream. Pizza. I did not end up getting pizza. As much as pizza sounds so good right now. Hadoken, I'm not answering that. So can I watch you? Yes, you can watch the stream. No Cinesticks. Did you know that they actually changed the Cinesticks? I like trains. That's nice. Forgot me? No, I can't forget you, Akira. We have fishies all around the world. From India, Sweden. We also have a surprising amount of viewers in France, the UK, Germany. We occasionally get viewers from Turkey, South Africa, even Puerto Rico. We get, I believe 6% of the audience is also from Canada. I believe we get some viewers from Australia, which is a surprise to me. How am I doing today? Why, I am so glad you asked. It has been a busy day. How have I been? I could be more fantastic. I'm from Netherlands. I love that we have so many fishies from so many different places. Okay, let's see. Oh no! Okay, I have to go back into Wardo. I have to change this setting. This didn't work. Connect. Is it connected now? Yes, it is connected now. Okay. Well, it's not entirely functional. Let me fix that. Like I said, I'm trying a couple of new things. Media tracker. Face tracking enabled, no. Hand tracking enabled, no. VMC tracker. Wait. I thought the VMC tracker was supposed to track the body. Oh. Hold on, I have to open this up now. I need to get my keyboard. I know, it's a little weird. Ireland? We also have fishies from Ireland? This is so cool. Maybe one day we will actually get around to doing a StephCon. Okay. So do I turn this off and then start it again? Receiver port. Why isn't it working? Huh? BMC. I'm sorry that just watching my face like this is not very entertaining, but I'm trying to fix something because I have a new program that can track my hands. However, it doesn't seem to be working. Could it be that the face tracking is messing with it? Send VMC message. Send blend shapes. We're all doing Steph cosplay. Cosplay would be so effing fire though. StephCon, will you be real life anime girl or will you be cosplaying as yourself? I would be cosplaying as my anime girl. And before one of us cosplays Steph better than she cosplays herself? No. No way. I would cosplay me better. No, it's okay, Ethereal. How is life treating me? I guess life is treating me how life wants to treat me, and it'd be nicer. It could be nicer.
I love you. I love you.
Oh. Why is it that this program is working just fine, but this one is not? Did I do something wrong in setting this up? VMC receiver. Do I need to go through my settings? Well, it's not those settings. At least you guys can see what kind of high quality face tracking I have. Actually, I wanted to calibrate my mouth tracking, but of course this kind of takes priority. I'm confused why it's looking for media pipe tracking. Why do I need media pipe tracking? This sucks. I wanted this to be all figured out. Kiss me already, chat? Chat hitting on chat? You guys love each other. It's okay. Hi, Automane. Welcome. Hard life, face it with a smile, best medicine. Yes, I have to. We have to just get through it with a smile. Oh, my back hurts. I also need to keep an eye out for my dinner. It's gonna be delivered soon. Okay, I'm going to Export asset to keyboard. And then we're gonna do this again. Start basic setup. Yes. I know what I'm going to use. iPhone for face tracking. VMC. Yes, VMC for track full body, no. Hi, Mr. Loon. We're not tracking legs. Mirror tracking. Port. Port is this one. Okay. Enable face and head body movements. Auto blinking, no. Auto eye movements, oh. Well, that's idle head move. Yeah. Look at. No. Lip sync. Yes. Microphone, this. Hybrid, yes. Okay. Detected a full body pose tracking template. Head and body movements are enabled for... Do you want to disable head and body movements from face tracking? Sure, go ahead. Do not import. Do not import. Okay. So. The reason of my smile is you. Me? Me? Akira? You're so sweet. I gotta fix that mouth tracking again. It's terrible the way that it comes out of the box. Oh, at least my eyeballs move now. Volume threshold. And then turn off this one. Which other one was it that I needed to turn off? E? Oh. E? Or was it O? It might have been O. There we go. Or is it? Maybe it's my fault for setting it to... There we go. It really sucks having to redo all of these settings, you know? Hi, Gam. Steph slowly regaining her control. Do you guys want to calibrate with me? Went out to eat for my grandma's birthday, got pork fillet stuffed with feta cheese, a few croquettes, chive sauce. Ooh. Snow crash? What are you talking about? Okay, now let me look at the VMC. VMC is set to this port. Mirrored tracking. No pendulums. Okay, then I go over here and I press start. What? It's not working. It says the local IP. There's no reason why this should not be working. Send blend shape? I'm just so sick and tired of things not working. I'm so sick and tired of this, guys. I don't know what to do. The ports are not the same, so... Port number to receive tracking data. I want to send tracking data. Does the number need to be different? I just don't, at this point, I don't know. I don't know what this wants from me. That didn't fix it. Oh? Now it fixed it. Okay. I'll have to get used to that. I mean, the body is just not moving. Mirror, we're gonna turn that off. Where's the calibrate? Advanced tracking. Track distance from camera. No, we're not gonna do that. Because it's not actually going to keep that. Okay. Hands as nice as their thighs. I wish I could help configure. I mean, this hand tracking should work a little bit better than the hand tracking that I've been using. We'll see. I just need the rest of my body to be able to move. Can you call me a good boy? I'll low-key go to sleep. Oh, that's cute. Okay, I'm sorry guys that today has just been so out of the ordinary. I truly wanted to make it a very fun and exciting stream day. Hola. It absolutely was a fun and exciting stream day. Okay, how do I clamp all blend shapes. No, we don't want that. Move that. Clamp all blend shapes. We still don't want that. It was already fun and exciting. If you guys say so. Eye movement intensity, increase. Blink sensitivity. Head rotation intensity. Is the head going to rotate based on my facial tracking? I don't think so. You reckon how the cable on black screen was the highlight? Quit lying to yourself and saying you're boring or everything. Me? I don't believe you. Me, everything? I don't know about that. Head rotation. Maybe I need to increase that over here. Oh, yeah. That should be this one. And then this one, we'll turn this back down. Now chat, here's the question. Why me, gang? I don't know what you're talking about. Are people being suspicious in TikTok chat? If you are, you're gonna get bonked on the head. I'm just trying to fix my shit, ma'am. You can't be out here misbehaving. You don't see me. I don't see you. I see everything. From our angle, you look tall. Good. That's how it should be. Your voice is hypnotic. Thank you. Arm me up if you can. If you want, I can guard TikTok chat. Oh, it's okay. I kind of just ignore them. Quite a lot, actually. Let's see. I need a specific blend shape. I just wish that they provided me with a list of blend shapes. I need the smile blend shape. Okay, mouth smile right. Mouth smile right. Mouth smile left. Oh, it's supposed to clamp that. It's not supposed to do that. Screenshot your settings once they work again. That was funny. I love you. You're cute. Hint. $5 is less. $5 is $5 less than $10. They're not even thirsty, they're just full-on horny, disrespectful as hell for no reason. Yes. Hi, Rosestar, thanks for joining us on YouTube. Akira, how tall are you, if you don't mind me asking? I am 5'7". I hope you managed to get some rest. That's truly impressive tech. I hope I can get some rest later. Hi, Za. Okay. My dinner has arrived, so I will have to go get it. Blah, 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 blah. By default, the value of material properties are looped with one or more VRM blend-shaped clips. If you want them to be additive instead, name the VRM blend shapes here. If you want to clamp only some blend shapes, you can specify them here. It doesn't let me choose how much to... 5'7"? Yes, I am tall. I'm 6'3". What? Akira, you are so tall. How is the girl in the TikTok chat? I don't know. Where are the girls in TikTok chat? I don't see them. I do wish I could understand. I want the body to move more, but the body is not moving as much. Move! Move, body! Move! Move, body. Why does it not move? I've got a clip saying otherwise. Not a good clip, not the real clip. Voice is like an angel. Thank you. I'm glad you're enjoying. I won't lie, it looks like you're ready to host a podcast the way the cam is set up. I mean, if I could figure out this whole ordeal with, maybe I have to go back to the previous settings. I was really hoping that I could use this new program. Well, it's not a new program, but I was hoping that I'd be able to utilize this, but it's not, it doesn't seem like it's very... Okay, what if I turn off... Oh, if I turn off head, then it takes away the head movements for that. But then I want to enable the head... You're not on Wardo? Yes, I am using Wardo to bring everything together. Just ignore the hate. People will always try to stop you. They really do. They really do try to stop me. TikTok chat does. How do I tell... Pose VMC. If it is tracked, we do not do head tracking. I want this to do... Okay, there we go. Yay! The only thing that is not moving now is my spine. My spine can't move! I also can't calibrate, which is a little annoying. Oh, mouth smile left, mouth smile right. Okay, I can max it out at 82. Keyboard, I love your vibes. Thank you. Welcome. If you would like to solve a puzzle, we have a puzzle available in the pinned comment. I'm going through a lot of technical issues today. Rip booba physics. We'll get it back. We'll get it back. No one can stop you. We got her back. Yes, you do. My spine is broken. Booba is overrated? What? Hold on, did I just witness that message with my own eyes? Ooh. My spine, it kind of moves. Thighs are superior to booba. There we go, I like the format better. Great seeing you again. Great seeing you, Rostar. Oh, I have to go get my dinner. I'll be back.
Butter my ass up like a babe girl and serve me for a d'oeuvres at a Christmas party.
Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats, and rats make me crazy.
I'm back. Have you guys been, getting into very much trouble? Menthol really appreciated the puzzle game. Minifish, yes. Hi, Switch. Also, thank you so much for the heart, and Amadeus. Thank you. Thank you also for the gift. I made a story about what? Why does the hand tracking sometimes go away? My hand hasn't moved. It's fine. I don't know, man.
Red velvet cake.
Okay. I have no idea what you guys were talking about. I don't know if you can scroll and see it. You're leaving. How they patiently. Okay, let me see if I can. There we go. I like this format better, and like that, she is gone. Followers wondering, watching, hoping the meal did not burn. It was at that moment that the decision was made. A backup meal must be prepared. How they patiently waited for her to return. Minutes felt like hours, with a longing for her presence. Yes, I can scroll back and see it. I think despite all of the work... Okay, so you guys did finish that puzzle. I will give you a new puzzle then. I did try to make these puzzles a little challenging, but not too challenging. We have to pin this in Twitch chat. Okay, so even though it took us a long time to get this set up and we came this far, I am still gonna go back to how we used to have it set up. Because, I mean, hopefully this product will continue to improve, but I don't think that it is improved enough. So I will save this instance, and we're gonna switch back to the other scene. Don't worry, I am still here. You read it perfectly. You're awesome. No, you're awesome. You wrote the story. So, we'll switch to the starting screen. You order food. Akira, I ordered food because I had quite a bit of technical troubles earlier. Now, if anybody wants their fishy back, you will have to send another message in Twitch chat. You gave it life. I will give the story life. The coffee is crashing my body. Maybe you should go a little bit easier on the coffee then. Can you give me life? Bring me back to life? by Evanescence. You know I'm blushing. Let's calibrate my mouth movements. Currently they're set at 0. Okay. A is set to 0. E is set to 100%. U is set to 100%. E is set to 45%. O is set to 40%. Okay. So we're going to remember that. 0, 100, 100, 40, 40. Okay? My mind saying stay up. I don't know what your mind is saying, but you're doing your best, and that's all you can do. Oh, I can play, just screenshot it. No, I like remembering numbers. I also get that from Tylenol. Oops. There we go. Here, I'll turn this off so I can glow in the dark. Is the camera too close? Do I need to back up? I mean, if we back up, then everything gets a little blurry, but I can fix that. You glow so brightly. How do I make the environment a little bit darker, actually? So shiny. Look, it's super blurry. Blurry. I guess we can leave it as that. So these vignetting. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can only see me. That's kind of cool though. Who turned the lights out? That's kind of cool. Ooh, I can do this for the, it's a trend right now, yeah? Oops, wrong button. It's a trend right now, yeah? To do the whole, what is it? No, I'm not human game, right? Where they look all crazy and they're like, you're gonna let me in, right? You're gonna let me in, right? Like that? Blur. Here, I'll just make it so you guys can't see. You can only see my eyes. Who turned off the... Who took my glasses? This one's pretty cool. It's pixelated. Why are you green? See, I can just become a pixel VTuber. I'm having a flashback. I remember it so clearly. She glows in the dark. Yes. I do glow in the dark. I am cool like that. glow. Let's see. Tone mapping, we'll leave it at that. I'm just playing around with settings. Minecraft stream? Oh god, no. Let there be light. The environment. It's interesting that my character is so blue, though, because there should be nothing affecting the character. Just remember, the big whale is always watching. Dark is better. I think it's very cool. Hi, Ottomain. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. It looks very nice. Thank you. We can have a hat too. But I know a lot of people don't like the hat. Good night, Za. Exclamation point good night in chat. What was this supposed stream theme supposed to be again? I was...
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Thank you. Hi, best of. That Mystique from X-Men feeling? Huh? I don't know anything about X-Men. Itchy, itchy. It's making my hat shine too much, though. I don't like that. I love the jellyfish. It is not a bonnet. Oh my god. It's not a bonnet. I do wish that I could make the environment a little bit darker. Is there a jellyfish on my screen? I don't know. Is there? Again, let me know when you guys finish the puzzle. Looks like you're 30% of the way through with it. Alistair! Alistair, hello! Incoming pig pile. Welcome! You guys are absolutely welcome. Bring the pig pile. Hi, Alistair, and hello, Raiders. Welcome. How was your stream? Were you doing some ASMR today, or were you playing a game? If you guys don't know me, my name is Steph, and I've been going through a lot of technical issues today, so if something happens, I apologize in advance. You are all fishies now. Yeah, Chris. Just like that. You're all fishies now. Normally, I do read books and stories on stream, but I was hoping to try something a little new today, albeit technology had different plans for me. Where did my fishy go? Oh, your fishy. Oh, there it is. Hi, Akira. Your fishy's right next to me. The Ultimates. Hey, welcome. Thank you for joining us on TikTok chat. Sorry. There's something in my eye. Pokio Dust Dreams. Hi. Welcome, and thank you so much for coming along on the raid. Also, for any of our raiders, including the Alistair themselves. If you need to step away to get food, water, maybe it's time to go to bed, maybe you have other obligations, please take care of yourselves and feel free to maybe just play the stream in the background or leave it on a low volume, or if you have to go to sleep, that is perfectly okay. I can try to put you to sleep, but no guarantees on that one. Can you do a mommy voice? Are you insinuating my voice isn't mommy enough? What do the fishies behind you do? So the fishies behind me are chatters. If I zoom out a little bit more, they are people from chat who send a message in chat. They'll get a fish that will pop up in the background with their name. If you are watching on TikTok, you will not be able to get a fish. You have to join us either on YouTube or on Twitch. You look beautiful, thank you. You were so sweet. Me sweet? I don't know, I'm pretty salty. And that's a joke. That's an inside joke because I consume a lot of salt. One of the things that I wanted to do today, and I wanted to employ your help, chat, is I wanted to record a couple of short videos together, especially with your help. I would love if we could, let's see, let me pull up my list. Looking like a tall glass, I assume, of water. I gotta pull up the list that I had going. Some videos on perhaps maybe positive affirmations. Some other videos such as reminders to take your medicine, to go to sleep. Just telling people good night. Or you guys know the channel point redemption where I will tell you that I'm proud of you. We can also do that. You're salty, don't know, but your eyes are like an ocean. Oh, this is so cute. That's so smooth. That was really good. Do you guys like it better with the glow or without the glow? I think the glow looks pretty cool. The only downside is that it's limited to just my character. So, the glow doesn't bounce off of the mouth.
Both is good.
I love that. What were we saying both to? I don't know. My brain could not keep up. The glow. Okay, yeah. Rose Star, what a random question. You look good either way. Thank you. Thank you. The problem with the glow is that since nothing but you has a glow, it doesn't really fit. I can fix that. Well, actually, I can't. Thanks in Hindi. I can make it so the fishies have a glow, but it's the glow is limited to the box that we're in. So here, I'll show you. I'll give it just like, this dark brown background, okay? We'll just set it to black. So you see, now we have a black background. You see that the fishies have a glow on them. But when I set the background to be transparent, so we have the video playing behind us, now you lose the glow. It's clipped. We're in a void. Yes. We are in a void. The fishies could actually have even more of a glow. But again, can you make me sleep? I can, yeah. Bioluminescent, indeed. Exactly that, Hakyo. I guess this is what it looks like after being eaten. Do you watch F1? No, I don't. So we'll go, I like having the ocean in the background. And the depth of field would be pretty cool too. The only downside is that it does something weird for the fishies behind me. It'll just make your names all fuzzy. Actually, I could try moving my character forward. This is as dark as it can get. Okay. Spooky. Could you do something that makes us sleep? That would be great. You make my heart warm and fuzzy. You want me to do something that will put you to sleep. Well, Harakin, also thank you for the 75 bits. I should really start coming here more regularly. It would be great to have your company, but I also understand that people have limitations and, they can't always join. Okay. I want to make these items just a little glowy. Not super glowy, just a little glowy. I'm happy with that. Do you ever try Indian food? Yes, I do enjoy vindaloo. Getting freaky in here? Oh, is chat getting weird? They do that sometimes. Proceeds to put you in a chokehold. Yeah, they definitely do that sometimes. They get a little freaky. I didn't do it, I swear. It's not my fault. Closing my dirty mind. You're all dirty-minded. I don't know what to tell you. I can't fix this. Okay. So what we're gonna do is no repair needed. What we're going to do is we are going to take a couple of recordings of me just saying some things. Vindaloo. Let me type it. Vindaloo? Have you read Osamu Dazai's book, No Longer Human? I have not. Let's see if I can pull up some of those scripts. Okay. Chris, you want me to call you a bad fishy? Bad fishy. Bad Chris. Bad fishy. Or do you want to be a fish stick? Bad fish stick. I unfortunately had quite the list of...
Excuse me? Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
I had quite the list. Come to think of it, I don't think I've eaten fish good, because eating fish is not allowed here. That would be cannibalism. Mutsi, es tut mir leid. Mamacita, perdóname. So, some of what I have cannibalism, please. Good, I'm in a safe space. You are. No cannibalism allowed. Hi, Sativasi. Welcome. Your cat prefers fish over fish sticks. Fish sticks are fried. Most animals may not be interested in fried foods. One of the things that I tried in the past on a random whim was reading a script for a sleep hypnosis. And I think that it would be pretty cool, pretty fun, if we tried that again. I haven't eaten my dinner yet, though. What time is it for you? 7:32. You should try Dal bat alu bujia, rice pulses, and potato fry. I got a salad. It is very good. All right, my fishies. Would you like to do some relaxation? Do I need to turn the volume up on the music in the background? Hi, Kara. For a second, I thought your head fell off. Really? Nope, not yet. If you can, lie back and close your eyes. Stretch out your legs and let your arms fall gently alongside your body. Take a deep breath in through your nose and hold it just for a moment. Then exhale deeply. Relax your jaw and continue breathing deeply in and out through the nose. Let your mind become aware of your feet. Feel a soft golden glow begin to enter your feet. Let it fill your feet with warmth and relaxation, and let your feet fall where they naturally want to. Let them go. Now feel that soft golden light begin to move up into your ankles. Feel your ankles become warm and relaxed. Now let your ankles relax. Just let go. And now feel that soft golden glow begin to move up into your calves and shins. Feel your calves as they sink more deeply into the bed beneath you. Let the muscles on top of the shins just relax. Feel them. Just let go. And now feel that golden, soft light move up into your knees. Let the warmth fill your knees. Let your kneecaps relax. Feel the back of your knees relax. Feel the muscles around the knees relax. Just let them go. Feel the warmth move up into your thighs. Let the big muscles in your thighs relax. Let the warmth drip down from the tops of your thighs and ooze into the back of your thighs. Feel the back of your thighs sinking into the bed beneath you. Just let them go. Let the warmth move into your hips and let your hips relax. Let the warm golden light fill your abdomen. Feel a ball of golden light filling your abdominal area. Feel the warmth from the ball of light. Take a deep breath into that light and feel it expand. Let the light move up your spine. Feel it as it bathes each and every one of your vertebrae. Become aware of the slight lift to the small of your back off of the bed. Feel that space. Feel the light flowing up into your chest. With each breath you take, let your lungs fill with that warm golden light. And now, let your mind move to your hands. Feel the warm golden light fill each finger. Feel it fill the palm of each hand. Let the golden light begin to move into your wrists and up on your forearms. Feel those muscles expand with light. Feel your elbows relax. Let the light move into your upper arms and shoulders. Let your shoulder blades relax and ease their way into the bed. Let the light enter your neck. Feel your neck and throat begin to relax. Swallow gently and feel your throat open. Separate your lips slightly and close them. Let your tongue relax. Feel the warm golden light as it fills your entire head and face. Let your eyes relax. Allow the space in between your eyebrows relax. Let your forehead relax. Let the top of your head relax. Just let go. Now that you are completely relaxed, I invite you to join me on a journey. Imagine that you are standing on a path at the edge of a small forest. The bright sun warms up your back as you face the opening in the trees. The cool breeze from the forest is inviting you to enter. The path is clear and broad. It is easy to follow. And so, you step into the forest. All around you, you can hear birds calling to one another. Their sounds are gentle and sweet. It is as if they're encouraging you to take a few more steps into their home. And so you do. The peace in the forest is total. You are aware of small animals around you. You see rabbits and squirrels romping and playing. You can hear the sounds of more birds hidden away in the dense canopy of the forest. As you walk, you begin to hear the sound of running water. You can tell that the water is gentle, and you walk in the direction of that sound. As you walk, you can feel the leaves under your feet and the small branches and roots on the ground. It feels good to have your feet touching the earth. You let the gentle voice of the water call on. Shortly, in front of you opens a little clearing in the forest, and in the middle of the clearing is a small pool. The pool is being fed from a stream cascading down a rocky slope. As the pool is filled to overflowing, the water leaves the pool on the other side and continues its journey into the forest. Here in the clearing, there are some rocks where you can sit. The rocks are warm from the sun as its rays make their way down from the opening in the treetops. You walk to the largest of the rocks and take a seat on it. It is as if the rocks were there just for you to sit on. It cradles your body and holds you steady. And you sit here for a few moments in silence, listening to the sounds of the forest and the water all around you. Your eyes are closed and your heart is full of joy. Hi, Quentin. Hi, Mac. Thank you for the hydrate. Hi, Ronan. It's good to see you. It's been a while. I got you, Rostar. I definitely want some shorter scripts. Dang, you're good. What? I'm just using my voice. I'm just reading. You do it so well. Thank you. I'm an inch away from being asleep after that. I'm also thinking of what other stories could I read? Snoring. Yeah, are you guys snoring already? Not that far. Let's see. It was soothing, though. I do also have a couple of books that I can read a little bit from. Gigi, did you guys finish the puzzle? Yes, you did. See, this is how we trap people in chat so they can never leave, is we give them a puzzle. So you can't go anywhere. Let's see. I have a couple. I'll have to share my story, The Three Bears. Let's see. Discover the classics, best of genres, a short romance. Okay. Invictus, William Ernest Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unabowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. Luckily, I have a resource that provides me with public domain stories that I can read. Let me take a couple more bites of my dinner. Hi, Jane Rick. Okay. Sorry, kind of fell asleep for a bit. You're okay. Hokyo, that just means that I'm doing a good job. What's going on, Steph? Oh, what do you mean? Like, what am I doing? It's the third day that I'm awake. Alice, you need to go to sleep. I wonder if it's raining outside. Ooh, I bet you guys would really like... Oh, you want an uwu? Okay, I can give you an uwu. Was the salad yummy? Oh, I still have plenty of salad left. It's all about the uwus and the owos, but never the yamate kuresai. And you didn't even say ara ara. Or Harakin could do that. Ara ara. There we go. There's your ara ara. Great for you. It's almost that time. What time? Thank you, Khalil. Harakin was already on it. It's all about the and ara ara, but never yamate kudasai. Want it on Discord voice? I thought you would normally sign off or switch. Yes, Pyro, we do have everything fixed. Roastar, on Saturdays and Sundays, I normally stream 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. So we are actually very... Can you call me mommy? Yes, that is allowed. Because normally I read books and it gives people a sense of comfort, kind of like, you know, a caretaker reading to you when you were younger. So it gives people a sense of nostalgia, and they call me mommy because they feel comfortable in my presence. So yes, you are allowed to call me mommy. Bedtime story. Can I call you mommy? Yes. You guys are allowed to call me mommy. Mother. Thank you, Will. Thank you. Mother, I crave violence. Let's see. I've got a couple of different books. Which one is expiring the soonest? This one. I call you mommy because you're hot. Oh, okay. We are not the same. And you also have a cozy voice. Mommy, I'm EB. It's okay, Hokyo. Would you like me to read to you so you can fall asleep? Oh, the book is broken. I have to fix it. Okay. There we go. Book. 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 There we go. The book works now. Let me choose a different book. I could also keep reading short stories. Okay. Can you read the U.S. Constitution? No. Good try, though. Silas Heap pulled his cloak tightly around him against the snow. It had been a long walk through the forest, and he was chilled to the bone. But in his pockets, he had the herbs that Galen, the physic woman, had given him for his new baby boy, Septimus, who had been born earlier that day. Silas drew closer to the castle, and he could see the lights flickering through the trees as candles were placed in the windows of the tall, narrow houses clustered outside, along the outside walls. It was the longest night of the year, and the candles would be kept burning until dawn to help keep the dark at bay. Silas always loved this walk to the castle. He had no fear of the forest by day and enjoyed the peaceful walk along the narrow track that treaded its way through the dense trees for mile after mile. He was near the edge of the forest now. The tall trees had begun to thin out, and as the track began to dip down into the valley floor, Silas could see the whole castle spread before him. The old walls hugged the wide, winding river and zigzagged around the highest around the clumps of houses. All the houses were painted bright colors, and those that faced west looked as if they were on fire as their windows caught the last of the winter sun's rays. The castle had started life as a small village Being so near to the forest, the villagers had put up some tall stone walls for protection against the wolverines, witches, and warlocks who thought nothing of stealing their sheeps, chickens, and occasionally their children. As more houses were built, the walls were extended and a deep moat was dug so that all could feel safe. Soon the castle was attracting skilled craftsmen from other villages. It grew and prospered, so much so that the inhabitants began to run out of space until someone decided to build the Ramblings. The Ramblings, which was where Silas, Sarah, and the boys lived, was a huge stone building that rose up alongside the river. It sprawled for 3 miles along the river and back again into the castle, and was noisy, busy place filled with a warren of passages and rooms, with small factories, schools, and shops mixed in with family rooms, tiny roof gardens, and even a theater. There was not much space in the Ramblings, but people did not mind. There was always good company and someone for the children to play with. As the winter sun sank below the castle walls, Silas quickened his pace. He needed to get to the north gate before they locked it and pulled up the drawbridge at nightfall. I hope you enjoyed the first 2 pages of magic. I'm going to bed. Have a great evening, Mr. Ilun. Good night. I hope that you sleep well. As I'm trying to find. Hi, Prosef Love. How is beauty sleep treating me? I did sleep very well last night. Thank you for asking, Khalil. How are you? How are you, Khalil? How are you, Prosef Love? Hi, City. I was thinking that maybe I could read a little bit of this other book, Mistborn, but it looks like pretty early on there's some dialogue. You walked today, bought more watermelon. You got 4. Oh my goodness. That's a lot. Sometimes this bugs out and it's really annoying. Okay, let's try this again. Thank you. Morgorath, Lord of the Mountains of Rain and Night, former Baron of Gorlan in the Kingdom of Arlen. Arluen. Busy as a bee. Just you being you. Yes, welcome to our TikTok chat. Thank you, Khalil. Oh, is nobody doing the puzzle? Did all of our puzzlers give up and fall asleep? Give up and or fall asleep? Ah, well, I'm tired too. We're almost there, Khalil. Almost to 1,000 YouTube subscribers. It's dark in here. Here, I'll get closer. Is this too close? This might be too close. Yes, we're getting closer to 1,000 YouTube subs. We're not quite there yet. These eyes? Big stretch. Big stretch. A fish in the background? I would hope that there's at least one fish in the background. Let's see. Thank you for the hydrate. Some of the other things I also wanted to record, which I guess I should look at my settings. Okay, I need to look at my... Okay, so it will only capture my voice. Is it ending? No. Not yet. I'm not late again. You are 2 hours late. But it is good to see you, Curio. I arrive as it's ending. My FYP just does that. It's pretty inconvenient for you, though. Excuse me, sorry. Let's see. Short stories. Best American humorous short stories, Victorian short stories, stories of courtship. Various types. Ooh, maybe I should do famous modern ghost stories. Because it's almost October, and when I actually get these edited, they will be posted in October. Let me savor the sight of Steph, because the sun does not compare. Wow. What's with the Riz? What's with the Riz? What day is it for you? It is the 27th. Okay, then maybe I was gonna read the introduction, but Jesus Christ, it's incredibly long. The Willows. I don't know if this short story is actually short. Oh my god. Maybe I don't read that. Why is it like that? Short stories of various types. Why am I yawning? I have a feeling you're fast. I think that wouldn't make you Lightning McQueen, 'cause you'll be my queen. Holy sun to worship, being thankful for Steph's stream. Holy sun and moon Riz. Well, I mean, maybe we do have to thank the sun and the moon for my computer being able to function today, but I think we should really thank Haruken for being tech support. Short stories of various types. I don't know who the author is. I know who the editor is. But you know what? It's public domain, so whatever. I try. What happened to the pewter today? Oh, the battery backup died its last death. Yeah. A battery backup died its last death. I mean, it's in the progress. It's been dying for the past few months. But today it died. Today it chose to die its full death. It yeed its last haw. That is correct. That is unfortunately correct. However, we were able... Anxiety, if you want to see how that went down, you can actually check out the VOD, because I did end up going live from my phone. And so I did a little bit of a IRL stream trying to fix it. And apparently it was very funny, very entertaining. Angela. An inverted love story. I am a poor, paralyzed fellow who, for many years past, has been confined to a bed or a sofa. For the last 6 years, I have occupied a small room, giving on to one of the side canals of Venice, and having no one about me but a deaf old woman who makes my bed and attends to my food. And there I eke out a poor income of about £30 a year by making watercolor paintings of flower and fruit. They are the cheapest models in Venice. And these I send to a friend in London, who sells them to a dealer for small sums. But on the whole, I am happy and content. It is necessary that I should describe the position of my room rather minutely. Its only window is about 5 feet above the water of the canal, and above it the house projects some 6 feet and overhangs the water, the projecting portion being supported by stout piles driven into the bed of the canal. This arrangement has the disadvantage, among others, of so limiting my upward view that I am unable to see more than about 10 feet out of the height of the house, immediately opposite to me. Although, by reaching as far out the window as my infirmity will permit, I can see for a considerable distance up and down the canal, which does not exceed 15 feet in width. But although I can see but little of the material house opposite, I can see it's reflected upside down in the canal, and I take a good deal of inverted interest in such of its inhabitants as show themselves from time to time, always upside down, on its balconies and at its windows. When I first occupied my room, about 6 years ago, my attention was directed to the reflection of a little girl of 13 or so, as nearly as I could judge, who passed every day on a balcony just above the upward range of my limited field of view. She had a glass of flowers and a crucifix on a little table by her side, and as she sat there in fine weather, from early morning until dark, working assiduously all the time, I concluded that she earned her living by needlework. She was certainly an industrious little girl, and, as far as I could judge by her upside-down reflection, neat in her dress and pretty. She had an old mother, an invalid, who, on warm days, would sit on the balcony with her, and it interested me to see the little maid wrap the old lady in shawls, and bring pillows for her chair, and a stool for her feet, and every now and again lay down her work and kiss and fondle the old lady for half a minute and then take up her work again. Time went by, and as the little maid grew up, her reflection grew down, and at last she was quite a little woman of, I suppose, 16 or 17. I can only work for a couple of hours or so in the brightest part of the day, so I had plenty of time on my hands in which to watch her movements, and sufficient imagination to weave a little romance about her, and to endow her with a beauty which, to a great extent, I had to take for granted. I saw, or fancied that I could see, that she began to take an interest in my reflection, which, of course, she could see as I could see hers. And one day, when it appeared to me that she was looking right at it, that is to say, when her reflection appeared to be looking right at me, I tried the desperate experiment of nodding to her, and to my intense delight her reflection nodded in reply, and so our two reflections became known to one another. It did not take me very long to fall in love with her, but a long time passed before I could make up my mind to do more than nod to her every morning. When the old woman moved me from my bed to the sofa at the window, and again in the evening, when the little maid left the balcony for that day. One day, however, when I saw her reflection looking at mine, I nodded to her and threw a flower into the canal. She nodded several times in return, and I saw her direct her mother's attention to the incident. Then every morning, I threw a flower into the water for good morning, and another in the evening for good night. And I soon discovered that I had not altogether thrown them in vain, for one day she threw a flower to join mine, and she laughed and clapped her hands when she saw the two flowers join forces and float away together. And then every morning and every evening she threw her flower when I threw mine, and when the two flowers met she clapped her hands, and so did I. But when they were separated, as they sometimes were, owing to one of them having met an obstruction which did not catch the other, she threw her hands up in a pretty affectation of despair, which I tried to imitate, but in an English and unsuccessful fashion. And when they were rudely run down by a passing gondola, which happened not unfrequently, she pretended to cry, and I did the same. Then, in pretty pantomime, she would point downwards to the sky to tell me that it was destiny that had caused the shipwreck of our flowers. And I, in pantomime, not nearly so pretty, would try to convey to her that destiny would be kinder next time, and that perhaps tomorrow our flowers would be more fortunate. And so the innocent courtship went on. One day she showed me her crucifix and kissed it, and thereupon I took a little silver crucifix that always stood by me and kissed that, so she knew that we were one in religion. One day the little maid did not appear on her balcony, and for several days I saw nothing of her, and although I threw my flowers as usual, no flower came to keep it company. However, after a time, she reappeared, dressed in black and crying often, and then I knew that the poor child's mother was dead, and as far as I knew, she was alone in the world. The flowers came no more for many days, nor did she show any sign of recognition, but kept her eyes on her work, except when she placed her handkerchief to them. And opposite to her was the old lady's chair, and I could see that, from time to time, she would lay her work down and gaze at it, and then a flood of tears would come to her relief. But at last one day she roused herself to nod to me, and then her flower came, day by day, and my flower went forth to join it, and with varying fortunes, the two flowers sailed away, as of yore. But the darkest day of all to me was when a good-looking young gondolier, standing right end uppermost in his gondola, for I could see him in the flesh, worked his craft alongside the house, and stood talking to her as she sat on the balcony. They seemed to speak as old friends, indeed. As well as I could make out, he held her by the hand during the whole of their interview, which lasted quite half an hour. Eventually he pushed off, and left my heart heavy within me. But I soon took heart of grace, for as soon as he was out of sight, the little maid threw two flowers growing on the same stem, an allegory of which I could make nothing, until it broke upon me that she meant to convey to me that he and she were brother and sister, and that I had no cause to be sad. And thereupon I nodded to her cheerily, and she nodded to me, and laughed out loud, and I laughed in return, and all went on again as before. Then came a dark and dreary time, for it became necessary that I should undergo treatment that confined me absolutely to my bed for many days, and I worried and fretted to think that the little maid and I should see each other no longer, and worse still, that she would think that I had gone away without even hinting to her that I was going. And I lay awake at night wondering how I could let her know the truth, and 50 plans flitted through my brain, all appearing to be feasible enough at night, but absolutely wild and impracticable in the morning. One day, it was a bright day indeed for me. The old woman who tended to me told me that a gondolier had inquired whether the English signor had gone away or had died. So I learnt that the little maid had been anxious about me, and that she had sent her brother to inquire, and the brother had no doubt taken to her the reason of my protracted absence from my window. From that day, and ever after during my 3 weeks of bedkeeping, a flower was found every morning on the ledge of my window, which was within easy reach of anyone in the boat. And when at last a day came when I could be moved, I could look. I took my accustomed place on my sofa at the window, and the little maid saw me, and stood on her head, so to speak, and clapped her hands upside down with a delight that was as eloquent as my right end up delight could be. So the first time the gondolier passed by my window, I beckoned to him, and he pushed alongside and told me with many bright smiles that he was glad indeed to see me well again. Then I thanked him and his sister for their many kind thoughts about me during my retreat, and then I learned from him that her name was Angela, and that she was the best and purest maiden in all Venice, and that anyone might think himself happy indeed who could call her sister, but that he was happier even than her brother, for he was to be married to her, and indeed they were to be married the next day. Thereupon my heart seemed to swell to bursting, and the blood rushed through my veins so that I could hear it and nothing else for a while. I managed at last to stammer forth some words of awkward congratulation, and he left me, singing merrily, after asking permission to bring his bride to see me on the morrow as they returned from church. "For," said he, "my Angela has known you very long, ever since she was a child, and she has often spoke to me of the poor Englishman who was a good Catholic, and who lay all day long for years and years on a sofa at a window, and she had said over and over again how dearly she wished she could speak to him and comfort him, and one day, when you threw a flower into a canal, she asked me whether she might throw another, and I told her yes, for he would understand that it meant sympathy for one sorely afflicted. And so I learned that it was pity, and not love, except indeed such love as it is akin to pity, that prompted her to interest herself in my welfare. And there was an end of it all. For the two flowers that I thought were on one stem were two flowers tied together, but I could not tell that, and they were meant to indicate that she and the gondolier were affianced lovers, and my expressed pleasure at this symbol delighted her, for she took it to mean that I rejoiced in her happiness. And the next day the gondolier came with a train of other gondoliers, all decked in their holiday garb, and on his gondola sat Angela, happy and blushing at her happiness. Then he and she entered the house in which I dwelt, and came into my room, and it was strange indeed, after so many years of inversion, to see her with her head above her feet. And then she wished me happiness and a speedy restoration to good health, which could never be. And I, in broken words and with tears in my eyes, gave her a little silver crucifix that stood by my bed or my table for so many years. And Angela took it reverently and crossed herself and kissed it, and so departed with her delighted husband. And as I heard the song of the gondoliers as they went on their way, the song dying in the distance as the shadows of the sundown closed around me, I felt that they were singing the requiem of the only love that had ever entered my heart. I didn't see that. Sorry. I fixed it. Yes, Chris. You're my Oshi? What? I'm your Oshi? Me? You're the only person kind enough to give me such a great nickname. What? Aleta de pescado? I think it's a great nickname. I need to fix something really quick. One second. The ups. The ups was the luckiest. You guys are just being thirsty. What should I call you? I need to call you a cute nickname only I can call you. The mouth noises I am hearing in this VOD? Come on, man. I was doing my best. My best wasn't a whole lot. Let's see. This next one, this next short story, I'm just kind of like, eh. Oops, I forgot to press the button to stop recording. I really want even shorter stories. Like, why is this so difficult? The thighs were nice though. Thanks. I think I only have 5. I have 5 pairs of thigh highs. But they're not compressing, so it's not, really helpful for blood flow or anything. But where I live, it's just not cold enough for them yet. Let's see. Some of the other videos that I wanted to make were... There you go. Listen to yourself. Oh, Lord. Bold of you to assume that I have that pulled up. I think my favorite moment from earlier's failure of a stream was Chris's comment. I think it was Chris who changed the title for me. It was great. The blurps are going to be wild. Oh no. Now I see what you guys were talking about with the microphone. The microphone kept peeking out and I didn't know. Give it to me. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed my failures. My attempts at, not failing. Your mic sounds crazy. Which one is it? The microphone you're listening to is a Rode NT1A. Last stream was a mission failed successfully. Let's see. Guided meditations. Stress relief, anxiety relief, sleep meditations. Let's do that. Short guided meditations, positive affirmation. 'Twas damn near a grunting stream. Guys, I just wanted to stream. I am just a streamer that needed to stream. Okay? That's it. That's all there is to it. I'm just a streamer trying to stream. I mean, hey, and plus, if you get the grunting stream for free, you're welcome. I'll be sure to take down that VOD after stream is over today. No, don't please. I'll do anything. Guys, it's Google's 27th birthday. Did you know that? That VOD needs to be uploaded and shared? No, absolutely not. I mean, it's an IRL thing, you know? That's a matter of security for me. I need to make blurps, maybe a 48-hour window. Okay, fine. I'll give you guys until I wake up tomorrow morning. I'm older than Google. You've been older than Google for 27 years. But like, that's not a bad thing. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, remember, I'm immortal. I'm older than all of you. Get fucked. I just haven't, been aware of a whole lot. I'm also immortal. You right. I'm made out of so much preservatives, I'm immortal. Yeah, right. Here, we could also do was it the robot voice? Or, yeah. Do you believe in love after love? I feel something inside myself. Since you're older, can I get uppies? No. No, you can't. Robot. Do you believe in love after love? Just because I'm older doesn't mean that you get uppies. That is not how it works. The middle finger too. I'm struggling adamantly. Yes, it was a very successful stream. Can I get uppies? I mean, you guys call me short. I don't know if that means you deserve uppies. Hola. Hola, Capitán. Buenas noches. It was ultimately a successful stream. I call you talk, though. ¿Cómo estás? Bien. ¿Y tú? I want uppies. I've never called her short. Oh, you call me tall, Chris. I guess. You can get a little bit of uppies. Prosoft Love gets uppies. I caught this stream 3 times by accident. Aurora Boring Analysis. I like your username. Well, whether it's by accident that you've caught the stream or not, I think that it's really cool that you stop in and at least say hi. Me da gusto. Yo igual estoy bien. Can you do some Lovecraft for me, please? I don't know Lovecraft, I'm sorry. You know? Okay. I'm also trying to find more short stories that I can read to you guys. I would really like to record some more videos for TikTok and for YouTube. I assume you successfully put in a replacement battery. Yes, apparently there were 2 batteries inside of the battery backup. Inside of the ups. Capitán, thank you. Gracias. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the gift. And thank you to everyone who stayed around in the TikTok stream to listen. Maybe you've fallen asleep. You want a job in the IT world now? No. Thank you. Job offer declined. You're watching your first watermelon? Watermelon. What do you do if your day turned out to be wearing... that's an interesting question. Hi, welcome TikTok chat. Can you please do one day do Lovecraft's The Cats of Ulthar? It would be up your alley. Let me see if I can Google that. Oh. What happened? Oh, cool. It didn't have the correct tab selected. There we go. Cats of Ulthar. So because it is by H.P. Lovecraft, November 1920. Okay, yes, I can read this. Right? If it was originally published, I guess that depends. You're cute, thank you. You didn't have to decline so fast. I missed 2 hours stream because of internet. Oh. Hey Britt, welcome. I think that The Cats of Ulthar is still under copyright because it's still being like sold. Yeah, I'm trying to see. It's probably someone still probably owns the copyright, which means that I can't read it. Hi Kai. We're reading tonight a little bit. Ask ChatGPT. You can't trust ChatGPT. This page was last revised in 2009. Yeah. I believe it's still copywritten. So, I can read part of it. The Cats of Ulthar by H.P. Lovecraft. Fucking TikTok. Okay, there we go. TikTok was being buggy. Sorry. Oh, thank you so much for the heart. Thank you for the heart on TikTok. Thank you for the gift. It is said that in Ulthar, which lies beyond the river sky, no man may kill a cat. And this I can verify. I can verily believe as I gaze upon him who sitteth purring before the fire. For the cat is cryptic and close to strange things which men cannot see. He is the soul of antique Egyptus and bearer of tales from forgotten cities in Meroe and Ophir. He is the kin of the jungle lords and heir to the secrets of horror and sinister Africa. The Sphinx is his cousin, and he speaks her language, but he is more ancient than a Sphinx, and remembers that which she hath forgotten. I like it. I like it. I don't want to read too much because I don't want to get hit with a copyright. Unfortunately, I have gotten copyright strike on YouTube before. It depends how you write prompts. I would love if I could use GPT or Copilot and stuff like that to make some scripts for like short stories, or make some scripts for like TikTok videos. So I have here on my list that some of the things I would like to make little short, cute TikTok videos for is all of the videos in my mind are intended to be like mental health breaks, or like, reduce your anxiety or reduce your stress, or like just relax, or positive affirmations, or a meditation like wind down. So I have here the grounding techniques. Something where I can say, stop scrolling. Take a deep breath with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 2, 3, 4. Now breathe out for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. Now, before you scroll away, I want you to close your eyes and name 3 things you can hear aside from my voice. Good job. Do you feel a little bit more relaxed? Good. Well, you can keep scrolling now. Something kind of like that. If you're in the Steph Discord, I posted it in their selfies. If you want, the Cats of Othar is, as I can tell by the Google and D&D usage, is open domain. It is. You put it in selfies. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who are you? That is so funny. Thank you for showing us that anxiety. Sarah, I'm glad you're enjoying. I'm always relaxed. Hearing your voice just makes me even more relaxed and happy. Oh, I love that. Thank you. The Cats of Uthar. Copyright. Mm-hmm. It's believed to be in public domain in the US. Well, actually, somebody else has a YouTube video of their narration of it. So I think that does mean that it is able to be read. If another person has it up on YouTube and they haven't gotten a copyright strike for it, then... because the copyright strike would mean you have to take it down. Then, Gam, how do we ask? So Google says that it is public domain in the US. Which is weird because I've got a bunch of public domain resources, like websites, and it's not listed on there. Alone, Edgar Allan Poe. From childhood's hour, I have not been, as others were, I have not seen, as others saw, I could not bring my passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken, my sorrow I could not awaken, my heart to joy at a same tone. And all I loved alone. Then, in my childhood, in the dawn of a most stormy life was drawn, from every depth of good and ill, the memory, the mystery which binds me still, from the torrent, by the fountain, from the red cliff of a mountain, from the sun that around me rolled in its autumn tint of gold, from the lightning in the sky as if it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm and the cloud that took the form The rest of heaven was blue. Of a demon, in my view. I found it on YouTube. Poe is good too, though. Yes. I'm just trying to get in a little bit of videos here and there. The Cats of Othar by H.P. Lovecraft. It is said that in Othar, which lies beyond the river sky, no man may kill a cat. In this I can verily believe, as I gaze upon him who sitteth purring before the fire. For the cat is cryptic, and close to strange things which men cannot see. He is the soul of antique Egyptus, and bearer of tales from forgotten cities in Moray. Merowe, I guess. I don't know. Merowe and Ophir. He is the kin of the jungle's lords and heir to the secrets of Horai and sinister Africa. The Sphinx is his cousin, and he speaks her language, but he is more ancient than the Sphinx, and remembers that which she hath forgotten. In Othar, before ever the burgesses forbade the killing of cats, there dwelt an old cotter and his wife, who delighted to trap and slay the cats of their neighbors. Why they did this I know not, save that many hate the voice of the cat in the night, and take it ill that cats should run stealthily about yards and gardens at twilight. Whatever the reason, this old man and woman took pleasure in trapping and slaying every cat which came near their hovel. And from some of the sounds heard after dark, many villagers fancied that the manner of slaying was exceedingly peculiar, but the villagers did not discuss such things with the old man and his wife, because of the habitual expression on the withered faces of the two, and because their cottage was so small and so darkly hidden under spreading oaks at the back of a neglected yard. In truth, much as the owners of cats hated these folks, they feared them more, and instead of berating them as brutal assassins, merely took care that no cherished pet or mouser should stray toward the remote hovel under the dark trees. When through some unavoidable oversight a cat was missed, and sounds heard after dark, the loser would lament impotently, or console himself by thanking fate that it was not one of his children who had thus vanished. For the people of Othar were simple, and knew not whence it is all first cats came. One day a caravan of strange wanderers from the south entered the narrow cobbled streets of Othar. Dark wanderers they were, and unlike the other roving folk who passed through the village twice every year. In the marketplace, they told fortunes of silver and bought gay beads from the merchants. What was the land of these wanderers could none tell, but it was seen that they were given to strange prayers, and that they had painted on the sides of their wagons strange figures with human bodies and the heads of cats, hawks, rams, and lions. And the leader of the caravan wore a headdress with 2 horns and a curious disc betwixt the horns. There was in this singular caravan a little boy with no father or mother, but only a tiny black kitten to cherish. The plague had not been kind to him, yet had left him this small furry thing to mitigate his sorrow. And when one is very young, one can find great relief in the lively antics of a black kitten. So the boy, whom the dark people called Minas, smiled more often than he wept as he sat playing with his graceful kitten on the steps of an oddly painted wagon. On the third morning of the wanderer's stay in Uthar, Minas could not find his kitten, and as he sobbed aloud in the marketplace, certain villagers told him of the man and his wife, and of the sounds heard at night. And when he heard these things, his sobbing gave place to meditation, and finally to prayer. He stretched out his arms toward the sun and prayed in a tongue no villager could understand, though indeed the villagers did not try very hard to understand, since their attention was mostly taken up by the sky and the odd shapes the clouds were assuming. It was very peculiar, but as the little boy uttered his petition, there seemed to form overhead the shadowy, nebulous figures of exotic things, of hybrid creatures crowned with horn-flaked discs. Nature is full of such illusions to impress the imaginative. That night, the wanderers left Uthar and were never seen again. And the householders were troubled when they noticed that in all the village there was not a cat to be found. From each hearth, the familiar cat had vanished. Cats large and small, black, gray, striped, yellow, and white. Old Cronon, the burgomaster, swore that the dark folk had taken the cats away in revenge for killing of Minas' kitten, and cursed the caravan and the little boy. But Nith, the lean notary, declared that the old cotter and his wife were more likely persons to suspect, for their hatred of cats was notorious and increasingly bold. Still, no one durst complain to the sinister couple, even when little Atal, the innkeeper's son, vowed that he had at twilight seen all the cats of Uthar in that accursed yard under the trees, pacing very slowly and solemnly in a circle around the cottage, two abreast, as if in performance of some unheard of rite of beasts. The villagers did not know how to believe from so small a boy, though they feared the evil pair had charmed the cats to their death. They preferred not to chide the old cotter till they met him outside his dark, repellent yard. So Uthar went to sleep in vain anger, and when the people awakened at dawn, behold, every cat was back at his accustomed hearth, large and small, black, gray, striped, yellow, and white. None was missing. Very sleek and fat did the cats appear, and sonorous with purring content. The citizens talked with one another of the affair, and marveled not a little. Old Cronon again insisted that it was the dark folk who had taken them, since the cats did not return alive from the cottage of the ancient man and his wife. But all agreed on one thing: that the refusal of all the cats to eat their portions of meat or drink their saucers of milk was exceedingly curious. And for 2 whole days, the sleek, lazy cats of Uthar would touch no food, but only doze by the fire or in the sun. It was fully a week before the villagers noticed that no lights were appearing at dusk in the windows of the cottage under the trees. Then the lean Nith remarked that no one had seen the old man or his wife since the night the cats were away. In another week, the burgomaster decided to overcome his fears and call at the strangely silent dwelling as a matter of duty, though in doing so he was careful to take with him Shang, the blacksmith, and Thul, the cutter of stone, as witnesses. And when they had broken down the frail door, they found only this: 2 cleanly picked human skeletons on the earthen floor, and a number of singular beetles crawling in the shadowy corners. There was subsequently much talk among the burgesses of Ulthar. Zath, the coroner, disputed at length with Nith, the lean notary, and Cronon and Shang and Thul were overwhelmed with questions. Even little Atul, the innkeeper's son, was closely questioned and given a sweetmeat as a reward. They talked of the old cotter and his wife, of the caravan, of dark wanderers, of small Minas and his black kitten, of the prayer Minas and of the sky during that prayer, of all the doings of the cats the night the caravan left, and of what was later found in the cottage under the dark trees in the repellent yard. And in the end, the burgesses passed that remarkable law which is told of by traders in Hatheg and discussed by travelers in Nir, namely, that in Ulthar no man may kill a cat. I hope you enjoyed that, Aurora. Thank you so much for the recommendation. You have a fan? Really? Thank you so much for recommending that too. Dova, have a good night. I know, I'm 10 minutes late, but I hope you slept well. Jay, welcome back. Yes, I do remember you. Welcome. Let's see. I feel like when I think to myself of the videos that I want to make, like, I can imagine them in my mind, but I'm struggling to make them real. Like, I can't be the only one who wants to make videos like that. Like, I swear I personally have encountered other like TikTok videos or Instagram videos, people being like, stop scrolling, take a breath, or something of that sort. Excuse me. There's also a couple of... So I think Reddit is also a good resource for... So one of the things that I think there is a form of video you can manage beyond that. Oh? You think? You know those videos where it's just like an AI voice reading like Reddit stories? And just make some clips of giving positive affirmations or advice. Yeah, Harukin, like finding a story. I don't know how to find stories that I could read, you know, from Reddit, which, to be fair, that is still... This has been a lengthy conversation, and I've been intending to talk to a lawyer that I have a connection with, but that is still a realm of copyright infringement. I think there is a form of video you can manage beyond that for your voice and tone specifically. It doesn't exist on Reddit yet. You do not dwell in shock. No? Ask ChatGPT to come up with some unreal story. Yeah, Kappa. Hi, Angamon-chan. Hola. Let's see. Hello, mate. Talk about taxes? Yeah, that'll put anyone to sleep. Read a dictionary, that works too. Oh my god, guys. This is not helping. Okay, let's see. I'm going through Reddit, looking at like scripts and stuff. Mommy girlfriend has eyes only for you. No, that's not. That's not what we're doing here. I'm not sure if I have a way to message you privately. I like you. Keep your mind open. Ever read the Thad L. Wolf books? No, I'm not familiar.
Are you sure about that?
Am I sure about that? I don't know what I am sure and unsure of. Have I ever read the Thad L. Wolf books? Likely not. Who actually pays taxes? Everyone. Repeat the first one. Okay. What was it? Which tab? Mommy girlfriend have eyes only for you and can't keep it off her good boy / girl. Reassuring comfort aid. I belong to you. Chin up, baby. Proud to be yours. That's the title. That's the title. The next one is Yandere snuck into your bedroom and she's watching over you, roleplay, adoring and praising you, obsessing over you, watching you sleep, protective. That's the two. Can I have that link? Drop the you guys are crazy. Read Five Nights at Freddy's lore? You guys are crazy. Thad L. Wolf. I am not familiar with this, no. Let's see. I woke up the minute I heard mommy. People call me mommy. Okay, books by Thad L. Wolf. Die Laughing. Ice Scream, Witch's Brew. These were published in 98. They literally have a book called Brothers Goon. Yandere's stories are so unhinged. Surprising your girlfriend for her birthday ASMR roleplay. I don't want romantic. And maybe that's my opportunity to kind of like break the ASMR, like what everybody always does, which is like some form of romance. I don't want, if I do ASMR role plays, I don't want them to be romantic. I want them to be what, you know, I do on stream, which is Warhammer lore. Read the Bible. That's crazy. He's written amazing books. I read them in school with class. I dare you to entertain the works of Lovecraft, Poe, Dunsany, earlier still even. Let's see. I'm unfamiliar with Dunsany. ASMR me some Dunsany. Dunsany is a place in Ireland. I want wholesome stuff. Exactly. Praises and affirmations. I would want like caretaker ASMR. Author. Dunsany author. Baron of Dunsany. Edward J. M.D. Lord Dunsany. Pluckett. 18th Baron Dunsany. Books. Gods of Pegana. The King of Elfland's Daughter. The Time and the Gods. Okay, now I just need to figure out where do I read these works. Here we go. Project Gutenberg. I have so many tabs. Oh no. Complete poems of Francis Ledwidge. Weird that that's in the same... Weird that maybe that's Dunsany, but on a different... Which one would you recommend, Aurora? Hi, King Cash. First time here, tell me about yourself. My name is Steph, and I read books and stories on stream. I am all about the vibes, keeping them calm, albeit sometimes we do get a little crazy around here. Yes, Jay, I do remember you. Since I'm awake now, I'm gonna get something that, yes, please. Sustenance. Elf's daughter. Elf king's daughter? No. King of Elf land. The king's daughter. Heard them as a kid. Let's see, there's A Dreamer's Tales. There's... I mean, it seems like the one with the most downloads is The King of Elfland's Daughter. I still haven't finished my dinner, by the way. Let me read the beginning of this. Ready? The plan of the Parliament of Earl. In their ruddy jackets of leather that reached to their knees, the men of Earl appeared before their lord, the stately white-haired man in his long red room. He leaned in his carven chair and heard their spokesman. And thus their spokesman said, "For 700 years, the chiefs of your race have ruled us well, and their deeds are remembered by the minor minstrels living on yet and their little tinkling songs. And yet, the generations stream away, and there is no new thing. What would you?" said the Lord. "We would be ruled by a magic lord," they said. "So be it," said the Lord. "It is 500 years since my people have spoken thus in Parliament, and it shall always be as your Parliament saith. You have spoken. So be it." And he raised his hand and blessed them, and they went. They went back to their ancient crafts, to the fitting of iron, to the hooves of horses, to working upon leather, to tending flowers, to ministering to the rugged needs of earth. They followed the ancient ways and looked for a new thing. But the old lord sent a word to his eldest son, bidding him to come before him. And very soon the young man stood before him, in that same carven chair from which he had not moved, where light, growing late, from high windows, showed the aged eyes looking far into the future beyond that old lord's time. And seated there, he gave his son his commandment. "Go forth," he said, "before these days of mine are over, and therefore go in haste, and go from here eastwards, and past the fields we know, till you see lands that clearly pertain to fairy, and cross their boundary, which is made of twilight, and come to that palace that is only told of in song." "It is far from here," said the young man Alveric. "Yes," answered he, "it is far." "And further still," the young man said, "to return, for distances in those fields are not as here." "Even so," said his father. "What do you bid me do?" said the son, "when I come to that palace?" And his father said, "To wed the king of Elfland's daughter." The young man thought of her beauty and crown of ice, and the sweetness that fabulous runes had told was hers. Songs were sung of her on wild hills where tiny strawberries grew, at dusk and by early starlight. And if one sought the singer, no man was there. Sometimes only her name was sung softly over and over. Her name was Lyrazel. She was a princess of the magic line. The gods had sent their shadows to her christening, and the fairies too would have gone, but they were frightened to see on their dewy fields the long, dark moving shadows of the gods. So they stay hidden in crowds of pale pink anemones, and thence blessed Lyrazel. My people demand a magic lord to rule over them. They have chosen foolishly, the old lords said. And only the dark ones that show not their faces know all that this will bring. But we, who see not, follow the ancient custom and do what our people in their parliament say. It may be some spirit of wisdom that they have not known may save them even yet. Go then, with your face turned towards that light that beats from fairyland, and that faintly illumines the dusk between sunset and early stars. And this shall guide you till you come to the frontier and have passed the fields we knew. Then he unbuckled a strap and a girdle of leather and gave his huge sword to his son, saying, "This that has brought our family down the ages unto this day shall surely guard you always upon your journey, even though you fare beyond the fields we know." As the young man took it, he knew that no such sword could avail him. Okay. I don't want to read too much of that. That's a nice beginning to that. Hi, Unzipped. Sorry, I was in the middle of reading. How are you? Read of Dunsany and Poe and never explain yourself and you will know honest fandom. Thank you, Gam.
Ooh. There's your ooh.
I'm glad that you're doing well. So it seems as though I have more searching to do. Gam, you're just redeeming both of them? Oh, that's hot. That's hot. This is excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much, Aurora, for the recommendations. I've got this saved in my tabs now. Let's see. Let me try searching for wolf. No, it's not found. Dragon, thank you so much for being here. Steph owns that audio because she's very hot. No, that's not how that works. Sorry. Okay, it is my bedtime. Probably 80 open tabs. No, I am being very mindful of my tabs. Yawning ASMR. So maybe chat can help me kind of formulate this in words, right? What I'm looking for are what I'm looking for are scripts or video ideas that would be suiting to my streams and my brand. So finding some ASMR, like roleplay scripts that aren't about romance or, flirty dynamics like that, but maybe just more of caretaker or being taken care of. I could do those. We could also do, if there are examples of videos that you come across that you think I could do, or honestly just examples that you come across at all, you should send those to me. Ear cleaning, I unfortunately don't have the microphone that they use for that is a 3DO. I don't have a 3DO microphone. Hi, Bunny. Good evening. Good night. Hello, how are you? Ooh, sorry. Thank you, Chris. This has blessed my DMs. Maybe reading fresh news with your voice? Fresh news? What do you mean by that? Albeit tired? Or a bit tired? Well, maybe we can help you go to sleep or feel a little bit sleepy, Bunny. Here, I'll turn the lights off. Spooky. Spooky. I actually would have been live earlier today. Political or economical, I guess. I don't know that that would be a good idea because I really don't want people having political debates on any of my posts, nor in chat. If anything, one of the reasons why I design the environment the way that it is because I want my streams and my content to actually be a escape from reality or a break from reality. I want people to be able to relax regardless of the hellscape that is happening outside of the door, you know? And that's why in the analogy of, this being the deep sea, this being the bottom of the ocean, us being 10,000 meters under the surface of the water, I want everyone to forget about the world happening on the surface. But the idea, Gam, maybe not like political or economic, but I think that there is still a way to do some kind of news. Actually, ocean news. So in the past, nobody's ever called this out, but in the past year, if there were reasons why I was significantly late to stream or that I missed stream, I actually would look up what was happening that day with, oceanography or discoveries or investigations. And I would actually mention that on stream. I would like to do that. So I'm gonna note your idea down, Gam, that maybe it's not about politics and economics, but maybe I update everyone on, oh hey, I was doing my rounds, because during the day, I'm not reading to you guys. During the day, I am exploring other areas of the ocean because there are ocean animals that need my help. So I recall there was one time that humans discovered something in the Arctic, and it caused a delay because I had to come all the way back from the Arctic down here. And so I told you guys, I'm so sorry I'm late to stream. I got held up with trying to keep some of the animals out of the way of the humans in the Arctic. They had some tests going on. You know? I think that would be pretty cool. If you could go for any food in the world right now, what would it be? Omurice. I would choose omurice from Japan. It is so incredibly hard to find omurice made the same way in the US. Okay, I saved that idea. Greatest thing I've ever known about? What? What's your opinion on femboys? They're just another person. They're just another human. I don't see why people act or feel such a interesting way about other people being who they want to be. Humans are really weird. I don't understand why they have so much problems with people. I just want to make sure you're not gonna be offended by what I'm about to send you. Oh my god. I got something of, what about reading about ocean cryptids? So, like, ocean mythology? I'm writing this down. Ferris seems very cozy here. Yes, we do support people going to sleep. Or you could do strange college classes like this guy. I question that. I question that. That is a very unique thumbnail. I mean, news when your voice and action are in different reality, like romantic voice is reading horror story. So you're saying that my voice is different when I read like news? I don't think any of our current viewers actually have heard me do this, but a few years ago, I actually was part of a streamer content house event. It was a single event. And I actually had a lot of comments from people saying that I did an amazing job because I was a very good play-by-play commentator. And a behind-the-scenes commentator. So I think that if I were to read, if I were to do a newscast of that sort, I think that I would fit that very well. Have a good night, Bunny. Thank you for joining us. Ferris? Ferris is your friend. You get an extra hi, Ferris. Hi, Ferris. Hi. A friend of Pro Self Love is a friend of me. He's too strong. YouTube is scared of him. I seriously don't know how that guy hasn't been taken down. I don't know either. I know so many VTubers who have had their ASMR videos taken down for like sex and nudity, and it is just so wrong because they haven't broken any rules. But I digress. Okay, so I could certainly use chat's help in trying to identify scripts or tools to help me come up with these materials. I have not done very much writing in the past 8 years. So my writing skills are a little rusty, and I could use some help kind of getting started with that. So if you guys have examples, or if as you're scrolling through social media tonight or tomorrow, you come across a video that gives you relaxing vibes, send it. But for now, I need to go to sleep because it's my bedtime. But I will be back again tomorrow at roughly 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And we will continue doing the same thing as we did today. So hopefully we have maybe a few more ideas or a couple of other things that we can record together. Good night, Ferris. It was great to meet you as well. I don't know a cute nickname. I don't know. But I can't think about it right now. Atsu? It sounds like a sneeze. It does sound like a sneeze. I've never sneezed on stream. I probably have, but like no one has a clip of it. Anyway, this is the part where we say our good nights, our goodbyes, and our see you tomorrows. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will be back at 3 p.m. Eastern Time Zone tomorrow. And we are going to raid out. I don't know who we're going to raid out to.
Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
We'll raid out to some ASMR. We've been here before, but it's been a while. Kitty Be Silly, they do visual ASMR, and they actually won an award
Excuse
for
me?
visual
Mommy?
ASMR.
Sorry, mommy.
Thank
Sorry,
you
mommy.
for the
Sorry,
sound
mommy.
alerts.
Sorry, mommy.
But again, I will see you guys tomorrow. ! Raid. Copy the raid message. Thank you. And please behave yourselves going
Excuse me?
into
Mommy?
this,
Sorry, mommy.
into
Sorry,
the raid.
Mommy. Sorry, mommy.
Behave
Sorry,
yourselves.
Mommy.
And stick around if you can. Until tomorrow. Drink your water, eat your food, take care of yourself, be kind to yourself and others, and I will see you tomorrow. Never mind, it didn't let me raid into Kitty, so we will raid into somebody else.